Good afternoon. It is August the 22nd, 2016, and time to wrap up another trading day. The E-mini was just as we expected. Our first sell band this morning was 80 to 82, followed by 84 to 86, so we saw 80 to 85. Taking 10 points from that, I thought 65 to 70 would be support, but 75 turned out to be support, so we had to move that up, and we did. The first trade of the day was a little double top right here. That was good for a winner. A retest failure. This was the easiest trade that you had to spend the least amount of time in. So you could have been in for 33 minutes if you entered here. It was off to the races if you entered there, but it did produce a trade for us out of the 75 area. Ultimately, we trade up to 83. We talked through this trade right here. We talked through that trade right there. And third time was a charm. It broke big time. Finally came down. Retest failure. Buy. Scratch. And then no follow through buying. So my guess is a large player hit the market, and you can see it right here. Some shorts did come out of the market. No follow through. This is a great trade right here to retest that low. There's another big fat bar that goes nowhere. Retest failure at the value area high, then main green. So looks like we're going to close the market in the 2180 area. So original assessment was pretty good. Had a couple of opportunities to make some money. This move is unusual, followed by that move. But the first move of the day is the one that we like to get in on. If you come in later, it becomes less and less certain. I've seen 2450 by several people out there if we take out 2200 DT, so I wouldn't argue that at all. And that would carry us nicely into the November election, wouldn't it? It would just be, yeah, you can't change things now. Good times are here, and if they're not here for you, they're not too far away. This is what the E-mini looks like right now. Just nothing. So it's a trading range. It's just holding, moving sideways. We may stay here till Janet comes out and speaks on Friday and Saturday this weekend. So definitely a P. If you had to make a trade at the market, it would be from the long side. Looking at the F2 screen, pretty square, but definitely leaning P. Because of volume in the top half of the distribution. So my guess is we're going to retest. We tried to take it lower today. We couldn't. Maybe a little higher tomorrow, but not break it out. Here's where we are. So the first trade, we played a little higher, 84, 86. 89.91 for sell 2. New home sales tomorrow, looking for 580,000. That's not usually news that moves the market. My guess is that Friday's Fed Symposium in Jackson Hole, a paid vacation. Nice spot. We'll hold the market in check. So 74, 76 by 1, 70, 72 by 2. And I think the fuel DT that takes us higher as we bust through 22 is the short squeeze will be back on. You read all these people that are 100% short. Now 100% short does not mean 100% of their funds are short. What it means is that whatever they've allocated for the short side of the market is fully invested. And most funds are pretty restricted that way, where they can only a certain percentage of their fund can be long or can be short, not to exceed. Okay, tomorrow is the 2-year auction. I think they rallied it up. People are anticipating a good auction. The F1 screen on the note. Did come up with a lower high and a lower low. So we can sell failure to extend today's range. We're going to have a pretty strong P on our F2 screen. So I mean, we're at resistance. So selling failure to take out and hold 8 to 12. Maybe a little bit higher, as strong as it is. So sell 11s to 15s, 19s to 23s. Put a question mark at 10. On the buy side, we're at 8. Got to do some back and forth. So the buck to 04 buy 1, and 25 to 29 buy 2. Very strong market, right at the top of a trading range though. So last rotate up an M period stopped at 12. We're currently at 7, so 12 to 16, number 1, 19 to 23, sell 1, 31 to 03, sell 2. On the buy side, the buck to 04, so 24, 28 buy 1, and 13 to 17 buy 2. I would look, for a little topping action in London, and then bring it back down into tomorrow's day session for the 2 years. Find support, and then take it back up into the auction. Would be the way that I would see it. Very quiet day in gold. Hopefully we only have another month of this. Everybody thinks the market comes back after Labor Day. It's after the second week in September is when everybody is finally back off vacation and having to focus on trading once again. Lower high, lower low on gold. It can sell according to the F1 screen. F2 countering this, so are we able to get through 45.47? So 45.47 sell 1, 49.51 sell 2. On the buy side, we're at 42. I guess 38 to 40 buy 1. Basically we're buying 35s to 40s. 36, 34 buy 2. That's tough on the buy side. 35 to 40 is the buy zone. Didn't have enough range to work with. Given what's going on in the world, I doubt if those that have bought on a flight to safety are dumping their gold positions. Looking at crude, I think we're headed like today, back to 46.95, and when we close the gap, looks like it right here too. Outside day trading range, but I think we're headed lower. And these are the splits that we've had, and that's what led me to believe that. And closing the gap is where I think we're headed. So right here. So this morning came in wanting to sell 48s, 48 and a quarter, and that served us well. I think we had a high of 48.13 or 14. So right now, 50 to 75, sell 1. 48 even, 48 and a quarter, sell 2. On the buy side, we'll make it 46.75, 47 even, buy 1. Then 46 and a quarter, 46.50, buy 2. And last but not least, the euro. Lower high, lower low, find a place to sell it. Countered by a P. So my guess is we're dealing with the trading range. So we'll point it higher right now. Let's go a little bit higher. 45 to 55, sell 1. 75, sell 2. On the buy side, last trade was 33. 10 to 20, buy 1. And then 1290, 1300, buy 2. You get these copied down, and that will end it for the day. I hope you all had a good time today. We had some pretty good trading in the room. Able to talk through 2 or 3 pretty good trades. A little impatient on one, but what the hell. No damage was done, and had a good day in crude. You all have a great evening. I'll see you bright and early in the morning. And I'm still looking forward to fall weather. I'm out of here.